Hey, it's AP Experiment. Welcome back to Apex Legends. Me and Kenji went on a run. If you don't know, Kenji is both my cousin and my friend. He convinced me that using Conduit was a smart move for me this season, as I was complaining to him that I was kind of struggling using Newcastle, which is my main, and will probably continue to be my main. I had fallen into the trap of basically trying to adjust my playstyle to how other people's play the exact same character. This is something that I've seen happen or heard happen to multiple people, of course, in games like this, which are, I wouldn't exactly call Apex a hero shooter. It's a mirror at the end of the day, but it's basically more or less a hero shooter because you have a character that has a set power and a set basically playstyle that works best. So as I continue to find my way of using Newcastle shields to the best of my ability, I probably will be using Conduit moving forward. But at the end of the day, again, in my heart, I am a Newcastle main, and I'm going to be finding a way to use Newcastle. We ended up getting trapped here. We had a team behind us and a team in front of us. Very tedious, very trappy, very crazy. So I was trying to find a way to basically slither out. This Valkyrie catches me. Oh my lord. I couldn't get my rampage up, which is again a real problem that I have with the rampage, which is why I normally avoid it, because the gun up speed is very difficult, as well as the actual shot speed is very slow. So like both of those basically hindered me from using the rampage a lot. But since the submachine gun nerf from season 20, it's a lot more viable than it used to be for me. Like, it used to be like, no, I'm not picking up the rampage, because when I run into somebody who has an R99 or a car or a Volt, I'm cooked. That bullet speed that they have on those guns is going to torch me every time. But now that they've basically nerfed them down to a more plausible level, I would say it was a bit of a harsh nerf, personally, but since it's down to a more plausible level, the Rampage is actually a lot more viable. I get way too aggressive here, end up chasing this Loba. Very, very tedious. Look at this. Looking around, not sure where, checking out. Loba's in the corner like a rat. Like a rat. I end up getting knocked by her, and I think Kenji shortly after me got knocked by her. Of course, you know, Kenji's doing well for himself. Here's his stats right here. He was already basically 500 damage in. He had 4 assists, and I asked him, I was like, why do you not have the kills? Because obviously we had gotten into multiple gunfights at this point. So normally he's about 2-3 kills in. And he was saying that he did a lot of damage, and the Lifeline ended up cleaning up a lot of his kills and getting those kills from him, which is understandable. It happens a lot. I was just happy that the Lifeline was doing teamwork, as the Lifelines I normally run into when I'm solo queuing are very isolated people, and they're basically playing more for self than they are playing for the team. So I was very happy to have someone who I don't normally run with play in a more team style. That's not really something I'm used to. But I really enjoyed using Conduit. I really like her abilities. I'm still trying to really understand how to use her ultimate in the right way. I don't think I've really found a time in which like her ultimate really works out for me as best as it could. I really am just kind of like guessing at this point and trying to put 2 and 2 together. This was about my 3rd or 4th game trying to truly understand her and not just like, you know, running around as Conduit. Because obviously before this I had already played her maybe 2 or 3 matches. I had already played her for like 2 or 3 matches, but it was just like me more goofing around, me more playing around, me more kind of just like running around Apex than it was me trying to understand the actual character. I fully die out. Kenji fully dies out. The Lifeline tries to bring me back. And like as you can see, I instantly re-challenged because there was no choice. Like running away was gonna do nothing. But I basically fully died out. The Lifeline began to run around because as you can see, there's 3 squads left. So she was basically trying to the best they can to stay alive. Because as we're already in the final circle, we're kind of just running around. So she was doing a great job of running around, a great job of trying to stay alive, a great job of trying to still continue to be in gunfights, but you know, like stay alive. But she ended up dying. She got about 2,000 damage. I got about almost 900, and Kenji was doing his normal with about 1,000 damage. But it's been an experiment, and I'll catch you in the next one.